Welcome back to the Mount Pleasant Dynasty. Mount Pleasant is coming off their first ever Sun Belt Conference win last week against Georgia State, a game in which they held on in overtime. Last year we got our first win as a program against ULM in this stadium, and we'll look to have a 2-game winning streak against the Warhawks and a 2-game winning streak and in general for the first time ever. ULM starts out in the flex bone as they give it to Luckett to the outside. He's met and loses a yard. That's Khalif Keenan on the play. Last week our defense did a great job at forcing negative plays for the first time, and now it's Luckett on the screen pass. He's got a lot of room to run and has it for 22 yards on the reception. Our game last week ended in overtime on a walk-off pick six by Markel Reyes. Definitely one of the most exciting games so far in this series. And so far, just chugging along is this Warhawk offense. Smith is going to now roll out and scramble, and the ball comes out, recovered by Leroy Red. That was our 7th forced fumble on the season, and finally we actually recover one, as we had not recovered one up to that point. Jonathan Gibbs gets the carry on the read option and picks up 8 yards, so it'll be 3rd down and very manageable. Now the give, and keeping it is Jonathan Gibbs, who barely picks up the first down. We did a much better job last week of staying balanced and really running the football well, and we'll look to continue that here today. Coming off running the football, you can definitely run the play action, as there is Gerard Buchanan. Throw and dropped by Allen Harrison. For as productive as he is, he definitely does struggle with drops at times. Sophomore punter Jonathan Ratliff's punt is away, and he pins them at maybe the inches line. An incredible punt. From under center, give goes to Luckett, who's able to pick up 3 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 7, now 3rd down and 6. I formation, Luckett up the middle. He finds a big hole, and an arm tackle is able to bring him down, or he might have gone all the way. 2nd down and 5, back to the flex bone. Here's Luckett on the pitch. And it's Khalif Keenan once again. He's played very well these last couple of games. 3rd down and 1. Brian Thomas, who didn't play much last week with an injury, he stops Garrett Smith for a loss of 4 and stops their drive. 2nd down and 6. Jameel Valentine can't make the play. Ronaldo McCall was benched for today's game. Damian Ransom and Jameel Valentine have been playing well, and McCall has struggled with drops at times. Ken Watkins has the 16-yard reception as he picks up the 1st down. Now throw outside for Valentine. He breaks a tackle, and the only senior receiver in our receiving corps has a 17-yard catch. 2nd down and 12, running the read option. Cutting it back towards the middle is Jonathan Gibbs. He picks up 7 yards. 3rd down and 5 as we're into the 2nd quarter. Gibbs throws. He's got Allen Harrison to the 6-yard line, an 11-yard pickup. Empty set on 1st down and goal. Quick throw to the outside. Pressure was getting there, and we get the throw to Jameel Valentine. For the first points on the day, we have an early 7-0 lead. 3rd down and 5. Throw outside to Horton, and another stop by our defense. They've definitely stepped up in this game so far and against Georgia State. Our offense is back on the field. A dump down to Jameel Valentine, who's got it for 5 yards, and makes it much more manageable on 3rd down and 5. A twin tight end look outside for Harrison. He's got it for 8 yards. We've already got our 4th 3rd down conversion so far today. Sticking twin tight end now, this time from the pistol. We go run and run to the left for Elton Huff, as there's an 8-yard carry. That's his 3rd on the day. Steve Lewis is in the backfield. He'll get the carry right up the middle. He's got it for 10 yards. He's very effective when he gets into the open field. So it is Jonathan Gibbs who keeps it on the triple option. Pitches outside once again to Steve Lewis, and he gets 8 yards this time on the carry. We'll stay full house on 3rd down and 1. This play worked well last week, and this time no time for Jonathan Gibbs. That play last week was a touchdown to Steve Lewis. Now 4th down and 1, and just barely picking it up as we were outside of field goal range on that play is Elton Huff. 2nd down and 9, throw, and jumping in front of the defender, it's Jameel Valentine, a 13-yard catch, as that is a big time play as we have it inside of the red zone. Gibbs up the middle, and he's got it, a 15-yard run, as we are now up 14-0, tied for the biggest lead in program history. Number 1 And undefeated Florida State stays undefeated for that game against Maryland, as they will be taking on number 2 and also undefeated Miami in week 7. There's Kavika Watts, who finally stops Luckett after a 21-yard gain. From under center, they go Luckett once again out of the backfield. He's been very effective as a receiving back, that time for 10 yards. Second down and 5 under center once again. Smith will try and step up and nowhere to go. He's sacked once again. It's Xavier Burns on the sack. Smith will throw on third down and 8. He's got his wide receiver RJ Turner, the speediest receiver in the receiving corps, as he's got it for the first down. We bring a zone blitz as Smith will just try and scramble here. First down on 10, and he's got it for 14 yards as they use their first timeout. Third down and 8 as the clock will run. He will try and run for it and nowhere to go. He's sacked for the third time in this first half, as it is 14-3 as ULM will settle for the field goal. A great first half from Mount Pleasant, and we've got to play like that in the second half if we want to win. Our first game of this 4-game road trip is going very well to start, as we have an 11-point lead to open up this second half. Eldon Huff got it for 6 yards, so it'll be third down and 4. Throw outside for Watkins, and he will lose a yard actually, so no first down and will be forced to punt the ball away. Zone blitz on third down and 7. Smith will scramble. He's got the first down and more. He's to the 45 and brought down to the 47-yard line. A big run, as now we bring a heavy blitz. Trucking the defender is Luckett. He has the first down and more on the 14-yard carry. The Warhawks are going to go play action on first down and 10, taking a shot and nearly intercepted by Kavika Watts. He's had a few tackles and nearly had his first interception of the season. Luckett will try and find a hole up the middle on the draw play and actually ends up losing a yard. So ULM will try a 57-yard field goal. The kick is away and just barely doesn't sneak in, as they had the distance and just missed on the accuracy. Ronaldo McCall has the catch. He's got 14 yards. I said earlier he is benched, but definitely we'll still see a good bit of playing time. He's definitely our fastest receiver, and we use that very well at times. Now Gerard Buchanan, he's got it for 7 yards. From the shotgun, quick throw outside, and the sure hand of Kenton Watkins has it for 7 yards. Twin tight end once again, as Huff will cut it back to the left and is put down but picks up 6 yards. Now third down and 3. We go play action once again, and maybe had a man open but could not get the throw away, as we'll be forced to kick the field goal. Nate Perry comes on and banks it in. Just barely is able to sneak that, and we'll get a second look at this. Lucky that one got a good bounce as we extend it back to a 14-point lead. 2 minutes left. Throw goes to Koofy. He's got it, and he's into the open field. No one's gonna catch him. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. And just like that, ULM answers back and cuts our lead back to 7 with their first touchdown on the day. Only a minute left in the third quarter as we look to answer back that big time run by ULM. Jameel Valentine, though, is shaken up on the play. We'll go empty on third down and 7. A little bit of a screen pass and into the open field. It's Allen Harrison, 18-yard reception. 2x2 look on first down. Thrown to the flat for Damian Ransom. He's got around 5 yards, and it'll be third down and 5 now. Running the option, Huff is met and just stopped shy on the final play of the third quarter. Fourth down and 1. We're going to go for it, and Huff powers his way forward. He's got it for a first down, and our drive stays alive. A risky decision, but it pays off, as now we can try and put some more points on the board. Throw goes to Ken Watkins. We secure another first down. Back to the full house set, running the option once again. It's been very effective on this drive, and Gibbs will just keep it himself, not worry about any sort of a pitch, and runs for 8. Zachary Randolph checks in and picks up another first down, as we're over 100 yards rushing so far today. Still 7 minutes left in the ball game, though, as Gibbs will keep it and take it in. We have a 2-score lead after the 13-yard touchdown for junior quarterback Jonathan Gibbs. The Warhawks still have a lot of time left in this game. Throw into the flats for Brown, who's into the open field, spins down at the 40-yard line. Now throwing the ball from under center, it's Green on the catch. He breaks a couple of tackles and gets stuck between Watts and Keenan as he's brought down. Second down and 7, and the pressure will get there. It's true freshman TJ Hines on the sack, his second of the season. Quads right on third down and 12. Smith throws, and it's knocked out by DeMarcus May. He makes a big play there. It'll be fourth down and 12, going for it, and it's complete to Kofi out of the backfield. He's got it inside of the 5-yard line. At the 4, it's second down and goal. Smith's gonna go to the air. He fires to his tight end, and Reagan Heddens gets into the end zone, and it's back to a 1-score lead. 4 minutes left in the game. Our offense just needs to run some clock now. We're gonna go with the ground game. Not Elton Huff's best game, but he's definitely done enough, along with some contributions from other running backs and Jonathan Gibbs. Pitch outside to Huff, great move, and tries to spin, and he will pick up 3 yards along with the first. 1 second left on the play clock as we get the snap away. It's Huff up the middle, and he gets a first down on that run, so our drive will continue as the clock continues to run. Running the option, we'll go Huff up the middle. He's now really upping that average on these last few runs. It was at 3.5, now at 4.4. First down and 10. We'll go triple option, pitch to Zachary Randolph. He's tackled as ULM will use their first timeout. Third down and 5. Throw outside for Harrison. He's got it. ULM will use their final timeout, but we can run the rest of the clock out. We'll take a knee and secure our second victory of the season, our first winning streak in school history. Jonathan Gibbs played well today, 171 yards through the air, no turnovers, and 3 touchdowns. On our back-to-back wins, we've been much more balanced, done a great job on the running, or ground game I should say. In these last 2 games, we haven't thrown quite as prolifically, but we have done a good job of staying balanced and really controlling the clock. Gibbs played pretty well. He ran the ball a good bit, 9 times for 55 yards. Allen Harrison has 5 catches for 53. On the defensive side of the ball, once again, we got great pressure in the backfield and forced negative plays. This time we actually got some sacks as well, but we go back to our old ways of no interceptions. Just a great all-around performance. We dominated for most of the time, had a 2-score lead for a lot of the game, and we'll move forward now to week 7. We'll be back on the road for the second game of our road trip against Texas State, who is 3-1 so far. They are a very talented team, more talented than us, and they've also had the production on the field so far. Prince is a good quarterback. He's not great. We faced them last year, and we did lose to them. You can see so far they beat UConn, beat Texas Tech actually, then lost to Utah State. We have some upgrades for our coordinators, upping the pass rushing move for Shaq Wilson, and ball security for offensive coordinator Connor Shaw. One update on the recruiting trail is Nigel Johnson, the 6'1 corner, thought he could play either safety or corner, does commit to NC State. And with today's win, our job security is all the way back up to 81 and safe for now, so that's great to see. A look at this roster for Texas State. TV Williams, their best wide receiver, will actually be playing this year. He missed last year's game with an injury. They have a number of talented receivers, however they will be without their starting center, Craig Lemons, with a broken hand. I hope you did enjoy today's episode. If you did, please leave a like down below. Leave your comments on the game down below. The next episode will actually be a recruiting update and sort of a mid-season update instead of it being the Texas State game. However, the Texas State game will follow that update of mid-season. But like I said, I hope you did enjoy. Have a great rest of your day, 'cause I'm out.